Thanks for coming in. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, pretty good. I didn't really get much sleep last night, though. So.
What were you doing?
I can't... No, really. I just went out and then... but I don't know why I went out until so late when I knew I had to be up this morning, but, you know...
What time did you get in?
I don't know. I can't remember. But I know I only slept for about 2 or 3 hours last night. Maybe.
If you want to have a sleep in a minute, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if we could just ask some questions first, that'd be good. Ryan, since you last came on, you have a new guitarist. It's a good signing, Johnny Marr, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, he makes a good sidekick.
He's all right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's been like having Johnny in's been pretty great, hasn't it?
Oh, amazing.
How did it come about?
I was a fan of the band, and then I met up with Gary, who plays bass and sings, Ryan's brother, in Portland, Oregon, because I was out there and Gary lives out there. And we just struck up a friendship, and then and me and Gary were hanging out, and then bumped into Ryan, and Ryan sort of suggested that we start writing some songs together, and it just sounded like a very good group straight away, you know. So we just kind of got on a roll, really, and then did some gigs, and everyone was sort of really up for it. So we kind of know when it's going well, you know. So, you know, when sort of chemistry doesn't always happen, you know, and it was working well. So we just you know, stuck at it and made a record.
Was there kind of a moment where you sort of made it official? When you said, "Will you join our band?"
Will you go out with me?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Not doing that. You know what I mean? Is it that moment?
There was kind of like we didn't really speak about it, you know what I mean? Like for a long time, because it was like working good and like. You know, like, I've just always been that kind of person who just, like, if something's working all right, just bury your head in the stand and just don't really think about it. But, like, and then Johnny was, like, I just remember one night when we just got talking about it and what did happen? I can't remember. We were just, like... But, I was just always, like... I could tell as soon as we started playing together, like, oh, this is how it is from now on, you know what I mean? I'm like, I wasn't worried about anything, like, going wrong, you know?
No. He said, will you go out with me?
But, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it was that awkward moment. Right, the last song we saw on that clip there, it's your latest single, Cheat on Me. You've also got a new album out on Monday, Ignore the Ignorant. It's been getting loads of really good reviews, and, you know, we've been reading yesterday, Johnny been quoted as saying it's the best thing you've been involved with for the last 25 years. That's, you know, we've got to say that's a big show.
Yeah. I've not done very much the last week. It's no. You always think that you know. When you're doing something, you always you think it's. You should think it's the best thing you've done. You're not always right, but in this case, I'm right. It's really it's good. I think you know, we've been kind of the sort of reaction to it has been pretty much overwhelming, really, because you know you want it to go well, and you know some people are going to like it, and we felt that there was kind of a lot of goodwill behind. You know, me playing with the band, you know, the band had goodwill, I had some goodwill, but sometimes, you know, it can...
two positives make a negative,
people want to mess it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, so we, you know, it doesn't always go great, but, you know, the reaction to it's been really great, and, no, we think we're really, really into it. I love it, I think it's fantastic, I'm really proud of it.
You have got a special edition of the album that's only being released in 3 places, which is Yorkshire, Lancashire and... Oregon.
Portland, Oregon, yeah.
It just sounds completely random, but it's kind of where you're from and based and stuff,
Yeah.
isn't it? But the idea is to give it to the independent retailers, just so that people can support them, because they're not limited editions. You can buy them wherever you're from.
Yeah.
But it just supports them.
Well, I mean, I think the main thing was, like, you know, we did it in, like you know, because the band was always based in Wakefield, so that's Yorkshire. And then you've got Johnny was from Manchester, so you've got Lancashire, and then my brother Gary, he lives in Portland, so we're like, well, we'll just release it in those, like, you know, like our hometowns, just kind of like a bit of a, you know, I don't know, just like a bit of a solidarity thing. And then we decided, you know, just give it to the independent retailers. It's mainly we're trying to get people to actually buy records again, you know what I mean? Because, like, I always used to really like buzz off actually buying CDs and, like, the actual physical product, but now people just download stuff off iTunes and stuff, so it's just trying to get people back into, like, independent record shops, you know, and supporting places like that, which, like, you know, were always really important to me, like, when I was, like, a kid, you know what I mean? So...
It's the whole package, the artwork and everything, isn't it? You have the thing in your hand.
I haven't actually seen that yet, so
you?
no.
Would you like to? You can have that at the Cribs, everybody.
You're fine.
It's like a present.
And this is the...
Alan, you can have your book there as well. No problem.
In case you don't read it, Robbie...
Robbie, you can have a donut.
Brilliant.